Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Discipline and Ideas in the Applied Social Sciences. So, we are in Module 5, Lesson 1, Discipline, Professionals, and Practitioners of Social Work. Again, I am Dr. Annabeth Lopez. Our goal is please make sure that you are in your proper place or venue so that you are comfortable while hearing and watching and learning from this video. And of course, get ready with your notebooks and your ball pen to take down notes or important information. And last, be prepared for your short quiz and be ready to submit your output after hearing this learning session. Number one, our goal is to identify and define the social work and its goals and scope. Number two, to comprehend the principles, roles, and functions of social work and discuss its core values and put into practice and be able to live the life as a social worker do. Our pretest is first, write check mark if you agree and an X mark if you disagree. Number one, only social worker can do social work. Number two, not all can be a social worker. Number three, social work is a noble profession. Number four, the goals, scope, and principles of social work is the backbone of their discipline. Five, as a profession, social work is concerned with an individual's personal problems and disregards his or her social functioning to resolve the conflicts. Sentence completion directions. Complete the idea of the sentence below. Number one, the blank process entails good listening skills and ability to demonstrate care and empathy. Two, the approach of blank in counseling and psychotherapy is also known as psychoanalysis. 3. The approach of blank in counseling and psychotherapy focuses on the role of cognition in psychological functioning. 5. The counseling and psychology approach of blank is referred to as psychotherapy. 5 and 6. An example of approaches and methods in counseling in the theoretical orientation of experimental theories are blank and blank. So this is just a review. 7 and 9. 7 to 9, the blank, blank, and blank are the approaches and methods in counseling in the theoretical orientation of cognitive behavioral theories, rational emotive behavior, transaction, and transaction analysis. Number 10, the blank counseling approach focuses on the here and now. Let us have some brief introduction. For the longest time, Filipinos have overcome natural disasters like typhoon, earthquakes, fires, floods, volcanic eruptions, and others. And we always have each other to make it through. The innate nature of being a Filipino is to be both empathic and sympathetic to any hardships experienced by our fellow men. And in this time of pandemic, no is spared. All are affected. However, everyone wants to help one another because as a member of our community, we are bound to support those who are in need of our society, even if we ourselves are also in need of help. So, lesson one, the discipline of social work. Even in our small ways, we can always find means to support those who are in need. Anyone can help others, but a hands-on profession that does well in extending help to the underprivileged member of our society and that involves rigorous field of training and study is called social work. According to the International Federation of Social Workers, social work is a practice-based profession and an academic discipline that promotes social change and development, social cohesion, and the empowerment and liberation of people. The principles of social justice, human rights, collective responsibility, and respect for diversities are central to social work. Underpinned by theories of social work, social sciences, humanities, and indigenous knowledge, social work engages people and structures to address life challenges and enhance well-being. The above definition may be amplified at national and or regional levels. Thus, it is an academic discipline and profession that concerns individual adjustment to his or her environment, referred as social functioning. These are the goals of social work. The National Association of Social Workers has conceptualized social work practice as having five major goals by Sastro 2009, which can be classified based on the three C's of goal as stated by De La Cruz. The goal on caring. This is to develop a sense of personal and societal safety and security by offering public service through social welfare programs. Links people with systems that provide them with resources, services, and opportunities. Promotes the effectiveness and human operation of systems that provide people with resources and services. Promotes human and community well-being. The goal on curing. This is to have a holistic development for physiological, psychological, emotional, and intellectual growth for the deprived members of the community. Enhances the problem solving, coping, and developmental capabilities of people. The goal on changing. This is to ensure that social justice and human rights are being honored by the individual, the society, and the government, and be able to design social welfare program to meet its need. Develops and improves social policy. This is the scope of social work. So hanggang dito lang yung kayang gawin ng social worker. The widened scope and field of social work is a result of the vast array of human problems, and it is connected to different branches of social science. De La Cruz 2016 identified and described the field included in social work. Scopes are specified but not limited to the given items. Area. If you are a social work as a primary discipline, your scope would be child protection, welfare, adoption and services to unmarried parents, foster care, residential care, support in own home. For social work as an equal partner, you are in aged care, support for people in long-term care facilities program refers to nursing homes, or other group living facilities. For social work as secondary discipline, for mental care, refugees, and asylum seekers, disability, hospital, school, social work, and health. So these are the principles and core values of social work. These serve as a guiding value on how the members of the organization shape their behavior and action in interacting with their clients and other people. As mentioned by Dr. De La Cruz, 2016, the Council on Social Work Education identified and described six values that are shared by the profession of social work: right to self-fulfillment, responsibility to common good, responsibility of the society, right to satisfy basic needs. Social organizations are required to facilitate individuals' effort at self-realization and contribution to society. While he stated seven principles adhered by the social workers, such as acceptance, clients' participation in problem solving, self-determination, individualization, confidentiality, worker self-awareness, client-worker relationship. These are the roles and functions of social work. As what has been said earlier, social work is a discipline and a profession guided by its principles. It is also present in varied settings. With this context, it is assumed that the roles and functions of social workers are likewise diverse. The roles or the tasks that are expected to perform. Functions are the responsibilities. If you are a broker, counselor, or mediator, you are functioning or responsibilities are in the rehabilitative. You assist people to determine and settle or reduce problem from individuals and the environment. If you are an educator or facilitator, you are preventive, covers early detection, control, and elimination of situations that has a damaging effect on the social functioning. Advocate, organizer, or researcher. You are in the developmental. Seeks to help individual make full potential and capacities to enhance effectiveness of social and community resources. So for activity number one, pick to analysis. Analyze the picture given in each number and fill out the box with the data being asked. Right. Write your answers, of course, on your notebook in UMS. In DS. What's the situation? What do you think is the situation? How can you help? And what makes it social work? Number two situation is this. What is the situation, how are you going to help, and what makes it social work. Number three, situation, what ways to help, what makes it social work. I have here activity 2. What if? You need a critical thinking, a character, and creativity. You have to pretend that you are a social worker confronted with the following cases. How will you handle the case? How will you manage the situation? Applying the core values and principles of a social work. Answer the questions on your notebook in DS. Case 1. Anna is a senior high school student who, like everybody, is affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. She graduated with honors in a virtual graduation of her school. Her father, an OFW whom she has not seen for 5 years, was expected to attend the graduation ceremony but failed to come home due to the pandemic. Her mother, a typical that housewife that does buy and sell for additional income, was considered. Persons under persons under investigation or PUI due to the virus and had to be quarantined. Unfortunately, she needed to be hospitalized eventually. Now, all alone in the house, being the only child and with all these unfortunate circumstances happening to her, she felt that her world was falling apart. Moreover, she started blaming herself and developed the idea that she was cursed. Consequently, she started to disconnect herself from the outside world, even with her friends. She was afraid that others might be included in her curse of misery and misfortune if she talked to them. Remember, social work is a practice-based profession and an academic discipline that promotes social change and development, social cohesion, and the empowerment and liberation of people. The goals of social work are on caring, curing, and changing. The scope of social work is the wide range of services that his profession provides to preserve the integrity and uphold its core values. Roles and functions are likewise varied. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to submit your work in your DS notebook and prepare always for your short quiz. Thank you for listening and watching.